Buckle your seatbelt. It's quite the ride, and we'll see you on the other side. Chapter 21, Part 3. Notwithstanding the occasional village, William saw nothing but fields, barns, and farmhouses. Yes, Timon de Burgh explained, we have many boeren in Holland. Boeren? William said. What's that mean? Like my name, de Boer. The old Don saw that the American had no clue about what he just said. Ja, natuurlijk. I must explain. Boeren means farmers. De Boer means van farmer. Hence, you have Timon the farmer. That would be my name in English. What do you think? It makes sense, William said, thinking of American names like Baker, Miller, and, well, Farmer. Timon de Boer threw the stub of his joint out the window. I see you have the women are waiting now. Two figures emerged from the farmhouse and stood on the horizon, their hair blowing witlessly. William asked, why did you get rid of that roach? Roach? The Dutchman asked. You know, well, shit, how do you explain that? I guess you'd say the last of the joint. We have no smoke in the bottom, the Dutchman countered. There sits a filter inside the joint, and this way the cannabis is not wasted. A filter? Well, yeah, duh, William thought. He wondered why nobody back home had thought of such a gadget. William cracked the window to get some fresh air. It sure is windy over here. It is the reason we call our country Nederland. It means low land. Most of the country is under the sea level. William tried the word. Nederland. Not bad, the Dutchman said good-spiritedly. When they got out of the car, William was blown sideways by a blast from the Dutch wind. The older woman, obviously Timon's wife, said, Hoe gaat het, schatje? Ja, goed hoor, said Timon. His wife said, Ik heb koffie gemaakt. William couldn't remember being this stoned, ever. Sure, he'd smoked the occasional joint at parties in high school, but nothing like the stuff he'd inhaled a short time ago. In his dreamlike state, he listened to the Dutch language. It was like a Broadway musical. Timon said something else in Dutch, which caused Hannah to come over and kiss William 3 times on the cheek, alternating sides with each peck. Lillian, his wife, did the same. Timon said, It is what we do when we meet you. We have not seen you for a long time. William was happy that Timon hadn't planted kisses on him. After a barrage of pleasantries, Hannah Vandenberg said, You sound very much like your brother, you know, and you look somewhat like him as well. William tried to picture what his brother looked like, bringing to mind Jimmy's spiked hairdo with that god-awful mullet trailing behind his senior picture with the slip-on tuxedo. To Hannah then, William said, You don't have a recent picture of him, do you? I am afraid I do not. It is something I have not thought over, sorry. Perhaps I can find a photo later, or we can just find Jimmy himself. She offered the group a smile. Lillian suggested they go inside. An odd-looking dog met them in the foyer. This would be Barco. He is what we call the kissing dog. Timon told him the breed of the animal. William was too stoned, so it went in one ear and out the other. Kissing dog, he thought, okay. Ja, if you walk by his side, he will bite you on the hand. Timon demonstrated the act. Barco felt a tender spot in his heart for his master. He nudged along as expected and nipped affectionately on Timon's hand. Careful not to pierce the skin. Easy boy, the old Don said to the dog. Barco let off and licked the scent from his master's palms. With an injection, Lillian came forward and said, He is very gentle hund. William, would you like to try? William put his hand down there for the beast. Barco clamped down lightly. The bull-like jaws of the beast belied the creature's gentle nature. The dog's trick tickled him more than anything. William went over and rubbed Barco's mane. "You will protect the house if the bad peoples come?" "Yeah," said Timon. "The animal is trained to hold the person until the owner arrives." "Have y'all had problems like that?" William asked. The De Boers laughed. "No, nothing like this," Timon said. The animals moving in the sun set quickly as they headed into the new room. William realized immediately that they had come directly into the kitchen. A vast room with a tiled floor, an antique wooden table, and an ancient-looking wood-burning stove over in the corner, holding red-hot chunks of embers. William felt great comfort from the warm heat radiating from the kiln. "Lillian has made the coffee," Timon announced to the group in English for the benefit of William. "Shall we sit and enjoy a cup? Perhaps we have a smoke, then we talk the business." William had no idea that this would go on for the next few hours. Hell, he didn't have a clue what to expect next. Lillian prepared a tray with sugar and cream in 4 mugs. The noise of a stainless steel spoon clinking against the sugar bowl was a warm sound. From what looked like your average brownie, William watched as Timon shaved off little bits of hashish with his fingernail. As he got further into the block, the hashish hardened. Thus Timon heated the block with a lighter, allowing his thumbnail to pierce through the resin like it was butter. "It makes the hashish soft," the Dutchman explained. Lillian, cutting in, said, "Yeah, but it burns a very THC." Hannah rested on her elbows, twirling a box of Camel cigarettes. She studied the package with the naked man standing with one arm akimbo, a mirage in the painting of the camel all Dutch people had come to know. From the foyer, Barco heard the excitement inside the eating room. He whimpered, wanting to join in the festivities. Blame it on the jet lag or the adrenaline or the hashish or whatever, but William found himself thinking, "This is some crazy shit. Who would have ever thought?" He could only remember his mama's words. "William, pot makes you kill people." How was it she related such a thing to extreme crime? He wondered if it had something to do with American propaganda. His mind drifted between the seconds, his older brother a momentary distant memory. His mind focused on the here and now. "It is some very special Moroccan hashish," Timon was telling him. "I am making the smaller pieces to put in the paper with the tobacco. I find it is the best way to smoke it. If you want, you can smoke also in pipe." The woman, engrossed in a conversation of their own, nodded periodically in William's direction. Lillian said, "Hannah is to explain. She used to tell me that you have the same eyes as your brother." William said, "You think so?" "Yeah, very close," said Hannah, somewhat abashed. The coffee, a strong broth of thick grains, mixed with the hashish to make for one hell of a cocktail. William's mind entered the new dimension. He experienced a tolerance he never knew he had. He found himself honing in on the foreign words, breaking them apart, syllable by syllable, not understanding how he did this, but doing it all the same. Subconsciously, his mind floated in a stoned haze. "It's the fucking buzz from Hades," he said to himself. He then said to the group, "Some of the things y'all are saying, they sound like English." Hannah Fonenberg stuck her head forward and brushed her bangs behind her ears. She said, "Yeah, you will find many such words." And then added, "Your brother has said the same thing as he learned Dutch." Lillian poured second cups. Timon prepared another joint, some green fluorescent weed. The Dutchman broke off the flowers from the stems and discarded the small leaves. William asked, "You don't smoke the small stuff?" "We do not smoke the leaf, no. And that is what gives you the head pain, William." Timon lit the stogie and took several long drags. cherry flared up bright orange. Next up, Lillian took 4 long pulls of her own, knocking a substantial dent in the joint. William's turn, he took 3 light tugs, but found he could continue no more. Hannah, she completed the cycle. This went on for the next hour, joint after joint. Late in the afternoon, the women left the men alone to discuss business. Before we go further, William, I must ask you the important question. Are you willing to risk your life? William searched the inner reaches of his mind. It's worth it, he said to himself. If you never do anything else, at least you can say you tried. Nobody will ever fault you for that. Timo and the boy waited for his response. Hell yeah, I am. If you enjoyed the video today, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. You can go right back to the beginning of Dutch Coffee Shop, full reading here, or just hit that little picture of me down there. Subscribe to the channel.